Data centers are at the heart of the AI revolution. Joining us now is the CEO of an investment firm that focuses on AI-driven infrastructure. Michael Dorrell is Stonespeak co-founder, chairman, and CEO. What were you doing before AI? Were you twiddling your thumbs? Or, I mean, when we think infrastructure, it covers a wide range. Suddenly, digital infrastructure is just...
It's all the rage, isn't it?
All the rage.
All the rage. You know, infrastructure is very big in energy. It's very big in transportation as well, but the last couple of years, data centers and cloud and now AI are, they're the big topic in infrastructure for sure.
You were ready for that, I guess, right? From cloud
I'd like
to
to say
center.
yes. I'd like to say yes. I think a lot of us got lucky, quite frankly. The cloud industry was very big and growing very, very well, and so we were positioned in cloud, but then AI has just put fuel on the fire there. And what's really made the difference is we have these power shortages now in the US. And so if you have land with access to power and room for data centers, you've got the golden goose there. You can, to an extent, name your price with the hyperscalers. So it's really the power shortage has been the big difference maker.
So you need to think about that as well. You're experts on where you can go, where you're going to have easy access to cheap.
That's the main thing. There's all these announcements at the moment on big commitments to data centers and big spend on AI and the cloud, etc. You've got the chips, which are obviously precious and very difficult to get, but just as importantly, it's getting access to land where you can build a data center that has power. And there's just a shortage of that at the moment. So, in addition to the chips, the biggest bottleneck for AI at the moment is literally access to land with power and permits.
That's really
fascinating.
Amazing. Who do you compete against? Who are your biggest competitors? And why would someone say, God, Stonespeak is so much better?
I'm not sure if they would say that. We've got fantastic competitors. Blackstone's a big competitor of ours. I used to be at Blackstone. Nothing but great respect there. KKR have a big infrastructure effort.
Digital infrastructure.
Digital, transport, energy. Look, we focus on our game. What we really look for is we look for businesses that have big competitive moats around them. That's what we focus on. In the digital space, for the longest time, there's a type of data center called connectivity data centers. That's where all the fiber optic cables come and join together physically. It's the old telephony exchange. Big competitive moat around that business, good returns on capital. I must say, in the hyperscaler space, the returns on capital were okay for the longest time. But again, it's this AI boom and the difficulty in getting power that has just driven returns up enormously in the hyperscaler space.
When DeepSeek, when you saw that news, did you go, holy crap? Was there a reset on...
I find the DeepSeek situation absolutely fascinating. I've got a lot of buddies in tech. I've spoken to a lot of them. I think what DeepSeek may well do is, I think it's put a bit of a dent, perhaps, in the competitive moat of the big foundational frontier models. And there's a bunch of those models out there at the moment, and there's a bunch of these training data center campuses that support those. There's going to be some winners, presumably, in that frontier model space, but I'm not sure we're going to have 6 or 7 of these frontier models. It may be a little bit like search, and you've got like a dominant player like Google. We'll see. But what it's also done is it's made it very clear that these smaller entrepreneurial developers can take a small DeepSeek-like model, they can put their own overlay on top of that, and they, all of a sudden have something that they can apply AI to that consumers will use. And so you're going to see, I'm quite certain of this, a proliferation of use cases of AI. And so from a data center perspective, all these data centers that serve the urban areas and currently do a lot of cloud data center capacity, you're going to see huge growth there from the application of AI to businesses, to consumers, etc. So I don't think it's just DeepSeek, but I think that's made everyone realize you can get a smaller, simpler, pretty good copy of these huge models that the little entrepreneurial developers can then take and run with and apply that to an AI use case.
So when you're looking for land to do this, would you rather be close to a wind and solar farm, or would you rather be close to a natural gas pipeline?
Look, I'm not I'm not anti-renewables in the least, but you need the baseload power for data centers. And
for when the sun doesn't shine and the wind doesn't blow?
You got it. And you can improve that a little bit with batteries for the renewables, but you can't get 24/7 power. And so the issue we've got in the US at the moment is we've retired a lot of coal plants and we've replaced it with solar. And that's terrific from a carbon emissions perspective, but it's tougher from a baseload power reliability situation. And so we have an issue in the US at the moment where we need a whole lot of more baseload power, and gas really is not short term, it's going to take years and years, but gas is the nearest term answer to that. So we've got a little bit of a task ahead of us as a nation to catch up to the power capacity needs that we have in the country.
Right.